everyone, and welcome to I Am Catholic. And today we're going to be talking about Mother Teresa, who is now Saint Mother Teresa. Yes, so exciting, she's a saint. Woo! Saint Mother Teresa. It's so exciting to know that she's a saint. I was technically alive while she was alive. I was almost 3 when she died. I think that counts. I was alive when she was alive. I just didn't know her personally. As you can tell, I am in a completely different place than usual. I am in one of the academic buildings on my campus because, well, it's Saturday night right now and it's barren here. As you can tell, there's nobody in this hallway of any form. Well, I'm also on the 4th floor, and who wants to climb that high? I believe it's safe to say that not only Catholics admire Mother Teresa, but other Christians and people who are agnostic, atheist, any religion in the world admire Mother Teresa for her hard work and her dedication to the poor. She does so many wonderful things for many people out there and changed their lives. And it's a beautiful, glorious thing that we have to think about. And the thing is, we can all be like Mother Teresa. We can all do wonderful things like she did. And we're all called to do many wonderful things like she is. Maybe in a different way, but we're all called to it. We're all called to be saints. But it's sometimes really hard to be a saint or to know how to do that. I sit here at college and I'm like, I don't have the time to go to a soup kitchen. I don't have the time to go do all these things with all my classes. Well, the thing is, I'm not making the time when I should be. I really should be. So I know that is on me. Hi everyone, and welcome to I Am Catholic, and this is my lovely friend Sydney, and today we are talking about Mother Teresa being canonized. Woo! Teresa is just like one of the most iconic people.
Yeah.
And how do you think that she reflects the Catholic faith to non-Christians?
Well, she wasn't hardcore, like, trying to convert people. In fact, there was some tension between her and the Hindu people that she was trying to help, because they assumed that she was there to try and convert them and convert their children. And all she really wanted to do was just to help them survive. And in that way, I mean, I guess the fact that she didn't try to push their religion on them, but did what God wanted her to do, they got to kind of see what it meant to be Christian, but they also didn't feel, I guess, forced into becoming Christian.
I've looked up some facts about Mother Teresa just so you might know a little bit about her and a little bit about the service she has done throughout all the world. She served for 69 years, and during that time she opened 4,500 missionaries of charity. That is a lot of missionaries of charity. And she has earned 124 awards, and one of them is the Nobel Peace Prize, which she earned in 1979. She earned the Nobel Peace Prize, people. She important. She is very important. At the age of 18, she joined the Sisters of Loretto. That means she became a nun when she was only 18. I'm 21 and I still don't know what I'm doing with my life. I find it impressive that she already knew then that she wanted to become a nun. For years, she would not talk about this moment in her life, the moment that she realized what her calling was. And I will read this to you. It says, God was calling me to give up all and to surrender myself to Him in the service of the poorest of the poor in the slums. This call happened on September 10th, 1946. September 10th, 1946. Today is September 10th, 2016. Do you know what that means? I can't do math that fast. Hold on a second. Today is exactly 70 years since she felt that calling to go to Calcutta. I wasn't even planning this, people. Like, this is awesome. Suddenly, a new mission presented itself. She said, to fail would have been to break the faith. That's very intense. Reading this from this website I'm looking at, Mother Teresa directed her missionaries of charity to serve the hungry, the naked, the homeless, the crippled, the blind, the lepers, all those people who feel unwanted, unloved, uncared for throughout society. People have become a burden to society and are shunned by everyone. I feel like her words there make us really think about all the people out there that we kind of just don't don't think about on a daily basis. And those words make us think about them. All the people we pass by who are poor and hungry, and we haven't done anything for them. And I know I'm just as much at fault as anybody else, and I need to work on that. I want to be kinder and nicer and more charitable to the people around me. I think the craziest thing about Mother Teresa is the fact that for the last 50 years of her life, she was struggling to find God. She felt abandoned by him in some way and just could not feel his presence. And yet she continued with her mission, even though she couldn't feel him. Maybe in some ways I don't wonder what that was like, because I feel that sometimes right now. Sometimes I don't feel God's presence. But yet here is one of the most well-known people who ever lived in our time, and she struggled with knowing that God was there or feeling his presence. And she did amazing things still, even without feeling him right there with her. I think that's really beautiful. One big thing is that we're all called to be saints. We're all called to do good, and we're all called to be the most holy people we can be. Now, nobody's perfect. Mother Teresa wasn't perfect. But we're all called to be saints, and we need to strive towards that. So it is amazing, though, that now we have Saint Mother Teresa. So some of you might be like, well, how do you become a saint? That is a process that takes many, many years. So this website I'm looking at actually has something on how does one become a saint. So I'm going to read that out to you, and I'll type it along here so you can see the words, because I'll try and speak as clearly as possible. For almost the first millennium of the Church's life, there is no centralized canonization process with investigation into the person's life and miracles attributed to his or her intercession. Local church recognized as saints holy women and men whose life and death demonstrated great virtue. The term servant of God now describes someone at the start of the entire process, which begins in the local diocese and eventually moves to the Holy See's congregation for the cause of the saints. A person whose life and writings have been formally investigated can be declared venerable. Martyrs do not need a miracle for beatification. For others, after a miracle has been investigated and accepted by separate committees of doctors, theologians, and cardinals, the person is approved for beatification. The final step for canonization is the verification of 2 miracles attributed to that holy person's intercession, both of which undergo intense scrutiny. And this is by Pat Mikulski, OFM. I'll probably have to look it up and type it somewhere right here because I don't know what OFM means. If you want to know more about the canonization process of saints, or if you want to read more about St. Mother Teresa's life, you can go to some websites I'm going to put in the description below. I'll put the links down there so you can find more information about her. But learning about Mother Teresa is an amazing, wonderful thing. And also, if you go to Netflix, you can watch the movie Letters. I believe the movie is called Letters, and it's all about Mother Teresa's life. And I know a friend is watching it. I should probably go watch it. And I think it will be amazing for all of us what we can learn about her and just about everything she's done and how we should all strive to be saints just like she did. I hope all of you enjoyed this video on Saint Mother Teresa, and we should all be so happy that she's a saint now. Ooh, 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 ooh. I gotta do that. I just gotta do that because I'm so excited. She's a saint finally. So, I hope you've enjoyed learning about Saint Mother Teresa, and I look forward to seeing all of you again in the next video. So have an awesome and blessed day, and I'll see you again soon. This is IAMCATHOLIC signing off. Bye!
I am a